Hey y'all, it's Dakota and welcome back. So today I'm super excited. I've got Olive Garden. We're going to do a mukbang. Olive Garden is one of my favorite places ever, honey. And we're going to do a Q&A. You guys asked me a ton of questions on Twitter and on Instagram. So let's get into it. My bag is broken, but it looks like everything is in here. So I've got a regular boat of Alfredo dipping sauce, which is like a must-have. The stuffed ziti frite with 2 dipping sauces. The fettuccine Alfredo classic, no chicken. I'm like on this weird thing right now where I can't eat chicken from anywhere because it starts tasting like too much like chicken, if you know what I mean. Yo, they're nice and warm. And the most important part is for to drink, I have a Diet Dr. Pepper. The pepperoncinis are my favorite part of the Olive Garden salad. But I like to eat them first. Alright, here's the dressing. Got my croutons. So I'm recording this on my phone that I use. So you guys are going to have to deal with my cracked iPhone that you make fun of all the time when you see it. All-time favorite for to drink, Dr. Pepper honey. And if it's alcohol, it's an amaretto sour. What 3 restaurants would you never film a TikTok at? So let's get into it because we actually get requests for one of them. So I will not do Chick-fil-A on TikTok. I won't do it on Instagram. I just won't do it at all because of the obvious reasons. I don't want to give them like the free, not that they need it, but I don't want to give them the free press of my TikTok videos because we all know like my TikTok videos usually do really well. So I won't do that. Will I eat at Chick-fil-A in a pinch? Like if I'm hungry, yes. Or if somebody's buying it for me, yes. But I never choose to go there first, and we're not doing it on TikTok. Like at all. We've thought about like doing it as a joke. And like being like these crazy Christian, like, well, fake Christians, obviously, personas and like condemn everything while we're doing our orders. But even at that point, like, I don't want to give them the free press, you know? So, God, this is good. If you think we should do it, let me know. Another one is IHOP. They ain't done nothing wrong. I don't like the food. And after we did Golden Corral, I can't go back to places that I don't like have a good meal at, because at the end of the day, like, yeah, some of this food is like a tax write-off, but we're still paying for it. I can be a little cheap and I don't want to pay for junk. IHOP is junk. And the third would probably be Cheddar's Scratch Kitchen. I don't know, are those like nationwide? Cheddar's Scratch Kitchen is just not good. They opened up a location in Winston-Salem. I don't think it's still open, but that's where I went to one for the first time. The very first time I went, there was hair in my food. I sent it back. The manager was mad. So I just had a bad experience. And the food wasn't that great for like what you pay. Like I'd rather go to like Outback or something. Or Longhorn. It's like the same price point, but better food. By the way, Peter Mon asked me that one. Love you, Peter. Hope you don't mind if I name drop you. When did you realize you loved one another? So me and Jackson, I don't know about him, because like I'm romantic, but I get like bashful when we talk about that kind of stuff. So, and he doesn't talk about his emotions like really at all. So I'll have to ask him this when I get home, like when he knew, but I knew like immediately, but just because he was like different, like challenged me in a way. Cause like I was only 23 when we met and I had a lot of growing up to do, a lot. And he was like already grown up. So I just really like that about him. And the fact that he just like has always accepted me for who I am, like all my flaws, all that. like a culmination of things. Like that's when I knew. It's like I already knew. I can't really give you a reason like why I knew, but I knew, and I was constantly confirmed that I made a good choice and that I was right, that I love him. Cause like we just go together perfect, you know, like he won't engage with me when I want to argue, which is annoying like in the moment, but it's a good thing for our marriage. We literally balance each other out in every way imaginable. So I don't know, I'll have to ask him. I'll report back to you guys. The one thing of dressing is not going to cut it for me. What drives you to keep making content daily? So I know I have a lot of new followers here. Let's start with, not for the table, but for the car, and I'm the only one in the car. I got the stuffed ziti fritta frite. Oh my god, it smells so good. They're supposed to be like deep fried, but they're a little soggy. Still good though. So I may take some of these home and like put them in the air fryer later. A lot of people think that like me and whoever just get on here and like make a fool of ourselves. So the food videos started as a joke. Obviously, they resonate with people, whether we're funny or what. And you know, I dealt with anorexia in the past. Excuse me. And now I deal with binge eating, doing these hauls. I guess that's what we'll call them, food order hauls. And like the relationship community that's like built around it has helped me like tremendously. I know a lot of people DM me and tell me that it helps them, and you know, we kind of talk about stuff. I'm always very careful about like giving advice when it comes to eating disorders, because something that may work for me may be very triggering for someone else and like cause a problem. So I never try to do that kind of thing. So I'm really just a sounding board, but they're helpful to other people and to me. So that's why we keep doing them. And obviously they're fun to like do, you know, cause I like making a fool of myself, and so does my husband. And girl, what is that? What is that? It looks very sus. Is that like a leg of some kind? Gross. Wait, can you see? Yeah, there we go. Oh my god. Honey, I could drink Alfredo sauce. Like, it's no joke. Maybe Dr. Pepper should do a collab with Olive Garden and do Alfredo cream soda. That would be like fucking disgusting, but I'm here for it. I'm here for anything Dr. Pepper wants to try. But that's okay. So to wrap it up, that's why I keep making content. It's fun. It's an outlet for me to like be myself. It's an outlet for me as an introvert to like make friends with everybody in the comments. Like, I love that. The comments is my favorite thing. A video could like not blow up, I don't care, but if the discourse in my comments is good, like, my day is made. Just know that. So that's why I do it. And then obviously like now I'm starting to make like money with like brands and stuff wanting us to do videos. So that's another reason, but like genuinely it's a lot of fun. These are so good. Favorite place to get a drink in Charlotte would definitely be Penn's Bar, Penn's Mechanical. I love their drinks. They have the best amaretto sour. Good time in the summer on the roof. Advice for someone starting their own business journey. That's a good one. So let me get the next item. Oh, I need to do the breadsticks before they get bad. So here's my Alfredo boat. You know, I gotta get that extra Alfredo, honey. Look. Oh, girl, look at that. It's gonna be like heaven. I'm telling y'all, I could drink Alfredo sauce. It is so good. I prefer, so like if we're cooking at home or like eating at a restaurant, I prefer like a house-made or a homemade Alfredo sauce. But if I'm doing a jar, I can't do that ragu shit. It's so nasty. I have to do, I think it's Classico. They have the best sauce. So business advice. I went to undergrad, went to graduate school, was, I would say 3/4 the way through my curriculum to get my master's degree, and dropped out, honey. Because I started my internship and it just was not right. So I left. I was like, well, what career can I do? I don't want to make stuff. I'm good with people. So I just slid right into real estate. And it's not really like starting your own business, but you have to get a license. You have to get like all the classes passed. You have to do all this bullshit. And then you have to like file your tax. Like everything is almost like owning a business, but like you're yourself, you know, I guess kind of like with content creating. So my advice that it's not cheap. So make sure you have a way to fund it, whether it be like savings or credit, however you want to do it. I love credit cards, honey. Really think about like things that you enjoy. Like I'm doing content now, I'm making money because I enjoy it. I do real estate on the side now and not full time anymore because I still enjoy it. You know, so find out what you enjoy, do the appropriate steps you need to start a business in that, and just do it. Y'all, they are playing with the sauce today. That is not enough Alfredo sauce, girl. What in the hell? That is not enough sauce. Like, who is eating this? You might as well just give me uncooked noodles. So good, though. And we all know the chef is just a microwave. Like, nothing special. All right, next caller. Where and how did you meet Jackson? We met through Facebook in person at a Halloween party at a nightclub. Quick little story time. He just DM'd me, basically told me that I was hot, and I was receptive. We agreed to meet. We met. It went great. And the rest is really history, honestly. Would I ever go plant-based? No. I tried. The plant chicken and the plant, no. No shade, but I can't. Fast food places that you absolutely will never go to. We pretty much already covered that one. I can't think of anything else. I won't go back to Golden Corral. I consider that fast food. I have no desire to do another Burger King one, just because I don't find the food that good. Jackson will never go to Jack in the Box. He like fucking hates Jack in the Box. I'm like, it's so good. Like the food hits no matter what time of day you get it. And you Vogue. Girl, she's as stiff as a board. I can't dance. I can't do anything. Who proposed to who? Jackson proposed to me because I asked him to be my boyfriend. So I've like forced him to do it. Not like a time or where or whatever. I just told him that I wasn't going to do it. So he proposed to me in New York on Watch What Happens Live. You can watch the video. It's here on YouTube on my link tree. It's very like Housewives themed though. So if you don't watch Housewives, like you're not going to get it. Excuse me. Drag Race top 3. Alyssa Edwards, Bob the Drag Queen, and do I have to choose 3? I have all my favorites. Okay, so let me just do 2. Alyssa Edwards and Bob the Drag Queen. And we'll let the third one just rotate between Alaska. There's so many. Ginger Minge. Honey, I love them all. When and if you and Jackson get drunk, what's your hangover cure? Sending love from Houston. Jackson doesn't get drunk. So we've been together for a little over 7 years. I have never seen him drunk. He usually has like a 1 or 2 drink maximum. That's it. When are you coming to LA again? Hold on, why is it not focused? There we go. Oh my God. So good. It's so greasy though. I'm glad I'm wearing a sweatsuit. What has been your biggest accomplishment? You and y'all's biggest accomplishment? I would say Jackson's is all of his degrees. Like, I'm pretty sure that's what he would tell you. He's very smart. My biggest accomplishment, this is gonna sound so cheesy, but would be like my mental health and like all the improvements I've done over the past, like, let's say 3 to 4 years. I've done a lot, you guys. The eating disorder is better. The personality disorder is new, but I'm learning as we go. Therapy's great. Everything's good. Mental health is probably my biggest accomplishment. Because I used to be in such a low, I never thought I would get out of it. Do I really say extra in normal conversations? So, let's have a conversation about me mispronouncing literally everything. So, my grandmother and, you know, just people where I grew up at often mispronounce things. It's just part of living in the South. Like, you just have a twang on something. So, if I don't catch myself, the extra is coming out. But if I catch myself, which most of the time I do, I'll correct it. But like naturally, yeah, I'll just say it. Or when I'm like reading and it says extra, I'll immediately say to myself like extra. Range, that's another one. I don't know, like, I know the correct way to say it, but like if I'm being in my most natural state, just having a conversation, not really worried about what I'm talking about, it's going to come out as range. Yes, everything that you hear me say wrong is a total natural thing, but I do know how to correct myself if I wanted to. I just don't care to anymore. Do you like to be called daddy? No, I like to call Jackson daddy. Favorite meal of 2022? Girl, I eat out all the time. Like literally all the time. I would say my favorite meal would be Hall's Chop House in Charleston. I don't even get a steak. They just have the best sides, the best salad, the best drinks. That's my favorite meal. Favorite candy or treat from the Cracker Barrel gift shop? I don't go home with no trinkets from Cracker Barrel, but my favorite candy would be Smarties or Sweet Tarts. Worst appetizer you've ever had? Okay, this one's going to be a story time, so I'm going to go back to my noodles. Whatever's in South Park, the Italian place right across from Cheesecake Factory. Me and Jackson went for restaurant week one time. I used to eat fried calamari all the time. We ordered it. They brought it out. It was on a plate like this. Okay, so just imagine that this is calamari, and this was the amount of breading. What's on my spoon or my fork? That was the amount of breading that was on it. You can see the tentacles. I swear they were like wiggling. The texture that I ate one, they're rubber. I can't. So that's the worst appetizer I've ever had, and it honestly has ruined my seafood. So like I no longer, like I cringe when I bite into like big pieces of shrimp. I cringe like with crab dips if the crab's not like finely chopped. That totally fucked me up, y'all. Like hardcore fucked me up. You guys are always like, do you eat all that food? Yes, I eat all this food. Because as a kid, Mom, I know you're gonna be watching this, so. But as a kid, my mother, if I didn't eat something that was put in front of me, would guilt trip the absolute shit out of me. So if I order something and it's put down in front of me, I'm eating it. And half the time, if it's like a free appetizer that they bring like bread or something, I'll have to tell Jackson or whoever we're with, like, don't let them bring any more. So that's where a lot of the roots of the eating disorder comes in. So yes, anything you see in a food hall, I'm eating. 99% of the time, I'm eating it right after we film. 1% off chance I'm taking it home and eating it like later or the next day. one of the questions I didn't save, but I remember. Also, I'm sorry if you can hear the rain. Was what housewife would you want to switch lives with? I honestly don't know because I feel like a lot of them are like in hot messes all the time. But if I had to go with one, let's say Heather Dubrow. I would want her life. This was so much food that I probably won't finish it all right now because I have the appetizer and the bread and the salad, and usually I have somebody like with me in person to help me finish it. So I'm probably gonna take it home to Jackson. So today's meal, I'm gonna give it a 6.5, 7 out of 10. I love Olive Garden. Getting it to go and eating in the car, negative. What are some of your all-time favorite Housewives moments? I have so many, honey. It's like a glossary or an encyclopedia or whatever up here. Amsterdam, Beverly Hills, don't talk about the husbands. Is bitch better? Teresa chasing Danielle through the country club. Spell napalm. Teresa and Caroline's daughter going at it. A lot of gays have a pop star queen. Do you have one that you will follow to the end of time? And outside of Bravo, what are some of your favorite shows? Yes. The ultimate one, though, I'm going to have to give it to Britney Spears. That's one of my favorite shows. Some of my favorite shows. White Lotus, as of recent. Mike White. Me and my husband need to be on a season of White Lotus. I don't know if it's 3, 4, 5. We need to be on there. Will and Grace. SpongeBob. I'm a Nickelodeon girly. Amanda Show. I could watch SpongeBob every day, all day, till the end of time, over and over again. Fashion Police. Well, I'm getting back into Bravo here. Well, I like The Good Doctor. I caught up. I was going to say I binged watched, I think it's 6 seasons. Or they're on the 6th season, maybe. Caught up. Love it. Pretty Little Liars. Iconic. They need to bring it back. The original Pretty Little Liars. They could go on for 20 seasons. I'm going to be seated for all of them. I've got to clean up my car. I'm going to Krispy Kreme. So thank you for hanging out, and I will talk to you guys later.